Hello, this is Cuberized, and welcome to my All the Mods 11 Let's Play. Well, between episodes I've been going through and trying to clean up the skulk and in the deep dark biome here, and I ran across this. So I thought I would show you what this is all about. This is a spawner that is spawning multiple kinds of critters. And I'm getting attacked on all sides here. But look at the fun here. This is not one spawner. This is multiple spawners. 4 spawners. And the skulk is everywhere. Because anytime anything dies, it just keeps spreading. I need to get down some torches in the worst way, because between the skulk and the... Yeah, this is gonna get out of hand. Let's get some torches. Thankfully I have torches. And there it goes some more. So, I don't know, and this is something, clearly this is something special because of the stone here. It's bloody cobblestone, which kind of sounds disgusting, but it looks pretty neat, and yeah, this is some special area. Plus there's chests, so instead of being 1 chest or 2, there's 3. It's evil craft. It might be evil craft. How about that? Yeah, some cool items here. This is, yeah, the bloody cobblestone is evil craft, so I'm gonna pick that up. So let's mine this up. Oh, well. Look, I triggered some more. Let me get some more torches up. One can never have enough torches. So, let's see, what do we have here? A book, chainsaw, a copper backpack. Grants immunity to glowing. Didn't know that that was something I should be concerned about, but okay. I know that the enemies glow. Didn't know that I would have to be worried about that. Okay, well I've got all of the... I've already learned that. This is armor piercing. I think I have something that does armor piercing. Yes, it's 2.5, so this is not as good. Okay. Let's get this off the ceiling. Okay. Well, that was a fun find. Yeah, I will pause, and if there's anything else I find down here, I will come back online. I spotted this and inadvertently spawned a warden, and I don't know where he is exactly, but he's looking for me, and I'm trying not to be found. He's in front of me somewhere. It doesn't help. Now he echolocates like a bat, kind of. He can't see me. He's blind. But what he's doing is he's smelling to see if I'm close enough he can sense me. Of course, if I make noise, then he'll know where I'm at. But I can't see him. I do have one creature catcher. And so if I can find him, I can hopefully catch him. He's out. There he is. Got him. And there's the spawner, and unfortunately I got another one. He's gonna sense me. He's gonna smell me. I'm too close. There's one right here. I'm going to go away. There is so much skulk here. If I had a clear shot at him, I'd use my bow. You never guess what I just spawned. Now I've got two of them. It's at times like this when one needs something. They are actively looking for me. I think I'm too close. One's way over here, so he's not here. This guy. Yep. Okay. Yes, I'm taking the quick road home on that one. So, yes, is it night or day? It is night. So I'm going to take advantage of this and just, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, and I was doing really, really well. So it's, yeah, you have to do it very carefully and be able to make a strategic exit. But I did end up finding two backpacks, I think, in the last episode. And so I did fill them up with stuff, and I've got a bunch of stuff here. I went looking for the item that the warden needs, and it seems as though the deeper, darker dimension has not been implemented yet. Why does that sound like there's an Enderman in my base? Okay. Maybe outside somewhere. But he's not dropping it because I don't think the dimension is set yet. So there is actually here, when we take a look at this, this is kill the warden, and this is the missing item. This is the item we need for the deeper, darker dimension. So not there yet, but that's okay. I have the wardens bottled up, and anytime I want, I can go trigger one, it seems. So they are abundant. And I had wandered a little bit off the beaten path into a side cave, which is where I was, and there is an Enderman out there bouncing around. Yeah, when I started up the video, I was not in that main area. I had ducked in because Skulk had gone in that direction. And that's where I found the spawners, and of course I kept going and to clean up the Skulk, and yes, lo and behold, there were more of the things. So, stuff and things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow this and slap it in these other things and go ahead and deposit. And then, oh, okay. I'll have to work on that. So let me grab this back and let's try this one, see if there's anything I can deposit. Yeah, that was better. Oh, and I have another bucket. Excellent. Okay, so with that, I'm going to put these backpacks downstairs, and we will go and do something else fun and exciting. These actually, I will put right here. No, there. And there. Okay. So, let's go see how things are doing up here. I was trying to make blaze seeds. How many have I done? I've done 3. So let's get the final jar going, and let me get some more blaze rods. Yeah, and I should have just enough. Well, I will have a little left over, but I will get my blaze seeds going, and let's take a look at the blazing crystal, which I think is, that's energized steel. I think it's this one. Blazing crystal. All right. So, okay. Not sure. Oh, that's because yeah. If I'm not careful, I fill up this inventory with junk. So that's something I don't want to do, because this is connected to my storage system. Okay, so I've got a little bit. I've got enough I can actually make blazing crystals, which means I can upgrade my solar again. Steel essence, chicken. I have chicken essence. Chicken seeds are going, and energized steel. Perfect. So let's see if any of these are... They're making progress. Oh, I have good chicken seeds. Excellent. And steel is almost there. And then I can recycle. This is upgraded, by the way. It's at the highest level, the goo. And I wanted to recycle the seeds. And I have, for the first time in a long time, I have a full energy cell here and a full energy cell here. Now, mind you, I am not putting in the... I don't have this in there. I can. And this is going all the way up to purple, which is the insanium. Yes. So it will not drop anything into the barrel until it gets a purple. So it's going to try to fill this up. And once I do that, then I'm not going to need this anymore. At least not for a long time. Because I will have all the essence, hopefully, that I will need for quite some time. And there we go there. So onward. I have not found a witch yet, which I need a witch's hat to craft an item that I'm looking to craft, which is called the Hero's Medallion. And so, I really don't know that I want to go back to the Deep Dark just yet. So, one of the things we can do that we haven't really gotten into doing any, is that my, yeah, just dire things. I mean, we've done the goo, but we haven't done a lot more than that. And all this, by the way, has finished. I think I said that already, but this is all done. So all finished, and I did refill the lava here. So I'm ready to go with whatever's next, and it's good to go. But yeah, so let's take a look at what we can do a little bit with just dire things. Because there is a lot we can do. I have done a little bit, and yeah, we don't have, I'm kind of going with what we do have access to, which is some stuff, just not everything. Which is actually, in a weird way, kind of nice because, yes, we're missing patchouli, which is where we get all the guidebooks, but we can actually see what other items we can make here, because I've done some, but I've not done everything. Clearly, there's a lot that has not been done. I haven't made the tool sets and the armor sets, and yeah, there's all the fun upgrades. So, yeah, we should go ahead and do that. And actually, yes, I've gone through these and done this stuff, but I'm not getting credit for it because I was already here when the quest came out. So, oops. But let's talk about where are where's the coal generator? So up here we've done, you know, the creature catcher. I've got the fuel canister. I've got the pocket generator. I've got the portal gun. I believe I have the portal gun. Let me double check. Yeah, so creature catchers, I think I've just used them all. Yeah, here's the fuel canister. Actually, I don't have the generator because... Oh, I do have the pocket generator. It's right here. Duh. But fuel is empty. But I haven't had a need really to use it too much yet. One thing we can use it on is let's see if... yes, we do have mining gadgets in here. So here's mining gadgets. So you have the modification table, which is, you pick one of these, they're just cosmetically different. They don't do anything different. And the reason there's two is one is without a charge and one has a charge, but they're just which one you like the look of. The modification table is where you add in all of these various upgrades. And it does things like it'll expand to, instead of just doing a 1x1, you can do a 3x3, 5x5, or 7x7. They have range upgrades so you can shoot farther away, battery upgrades to store more power, efficiency upgrades. You can place lights, you can freeze things so water doesn't flow if you run into water when you're mining. You actually freeze it in place and lava turns to obsidian. And then you have fortune. So it's a very, very cool tool. The built-in fortune is handy, especially if you don't have fortune on your pickaxe, which I do, but if I didn't, this would be a way to go. And yeah, the ability to actually reach a distance means that you can actually do very nice 3x3 tunnels, and with the maximum on, I think it's 20 blocks, and you can very easily mine through a nice tunnel, a 3x3 tunnel. And yeah, it works very well. To do this, though, And I'm not seeing, oh, there it is. Okay. Trying to click on the one with the charge. So it looks doable. I do have the pocket generator to charge it, and we just need the blank upgrade module, and it takes all the modium nuggets, which I think I have. So let's make this, and just to double check, I don't think yeah, so let's then, yeah. I'm partial to MK3, but they're all very cool looking. So I just put that in here. Did we not just, I know I just did that. Seriously. I didn't put it in here, did I? No, I didn't. I put it in here. Okay, I'm going nuts. Let me try that again. Pretty sure I made this. I'm going to leave it here just to be sure. Okay, I've got it. So I will go ahead and there we go. We've got the mining gadget. Let me go ahead and do this. Now my fuel is empty here. I've got a little bit here. So as soon as my generator runs out of fuel, which is gonna happen like now, let me change. Oh, there isn't even a canister in here? Huh. Okay, well now there is. So this will charge up the mining gadget, and then it will charge itself up. So there it is. And it works. I'm not going to shoot it in my house, but yes. We can actually go to the mining dimension. Now this doesn't have anything fancy on it, so it's not going to be that impressive, but there we go. It just, yeah, the range is, you know, limited. And it can only do a 1x1. So, but I have it. So let's, what the heck? Okay, there we go. It's just me being weird. So we have the MK. So what we actually need now is the table. So let's do mining again. Let's look at the mod. And let's get our modification table. So we need one of these. And let's make the table. Table is just this blank upgrade and some iron and some redstone. And we can put this anywhere. I'm going to put it, I'm not going to be using it that often, so I'm going to tuck it down here. But what you do is you take the mining gadget, you put it here, and then you add in whatever you have you want to add. So, and you can even see it here. Isn't that cool looking? It's a laser gun. It is very awesome looking. But that's the MK3. So the question is what do we want to make? And I'm thinking the first thing we probably want to make, and again, let's go back to the, is, oh, I want to make them all. Probably though would be the, I'm waffling between battery, distance, and 3x3. I think, let's see what the first battery takes. First battery takes that, so that should be fine. Let's do that. We'll make one of those. Let's actually make, I know I'm going to need a few, and I just ran out of something. But let's make then the, let's do the battery so we know we can actually, you know, do something, have enough energy. And then if we want to upgrade the battery, we upgrade it with the existing, so we can just do that. And that's doable. And if we want to upgrade it again, then we do this. And these are all quartz. So now we have the best battery possible. So let's put our best battery possible in here. Now you can see that this needs more, and now we're going to do that. So this is going to keep charging. So while that's doing that, in fact, let's put it here so this has time to charge up. And let's do our next one, which is going to be, I think we're going to do range. So this is, again, relatively simple. We've got the module and diamonds and lapis. And why am I doing that? I'm not in my crafting grid. That's why. So we'll do this. That gets us the first one. And again, like with the battery, you need the lower tier to get the upper tier. So now we're doing emeralds instead of diamonds. And then we do blocks and, you know, of lapis as well as emerald and diamond. So this is not cheap, but it's doable with the resources I have. So we can then put in that. So now it's got extra range. So instead of being 5, it'll be 20 because it's 5 plus 5 each level. So we go from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20, which is a nice amount of range. The other thing would be probably efficiency. Let's do Ming there. So I'm going to need one of these again. And I don't have all the modium. I should have... How much do I have? I have 6 ingots. I have 4 blocks. Well, let's convert that. I have some raw. And I think I have some of the little pieces. So I have that as well. And actually, I think I was going to make this into seeds. Yes, I was trying to get the insanium blocks. I can do this now. But the one thing is, with this, you are going to need that, is the magical soil, and that's what I don't have. And that takes all of this. And dragon scales are dropped by the ender dragon, and I don't know that I have them. So let's take a look at ender. And I'm going to go with no. So I have to go kill the ender dragon again to get enough, unless they're in here hiding, and that's squid beaks. That's optimistic, but that's not the shape of the black thing I need. So yes, unfortunately I can't craft it with essence, so you actually have to go kill the dragon. So that's why I have not crafted these, but that's why I've got the 4 blocks. Okay, so I'm going to leave the 4 blocks alone. I'm going to grit my... I'll do that. So I have enough. And then let's, yeah, let's do this back here. So let's do this. Now this is the, yep. I just made the nuggets and put them in here. Where did the nuggets go? That is a good question. It may have gone outside. So, yeah, when things go out to the essence chest, sometimes it does not. And I think it's just the size of the chest because it's, yeah. Then there's that. Because it's netherite, it's a very large chest, and I think at some point it gets confused with how many blocks are in here. I'll have to go check and double check and see what it's set at, because it might not be looking at enough cells within the chest to recognize it in the storage system. That being said, I'm carrying around junk. Let me put some of this stuff. I need that, and I need that, and these are empty, and I was going to recycle the seeds. If the seeds are not good, that's good. I'll keep that. That is good, I'll keep that, and those I have way too many of. Alright, so I'm going to go back down, and yes, let's do this now. Okay, efficiency, and I'm outside of my crafting grid. So there is that. I knew I had one somewhere. And then this is just more redstone. And then it's going to ask for more blocks. So the blocks are, the number of blocks is increasing with each level. Now we're up to 6 blocks. And now we have all 8. So this will help with power. Yeah, so because we're going to need to fill that battery up. Alright, so we've done efficiency, we've done the battery, and we've done the range. Now comes the fun part, is what else? This will actually, if we don't have this, it drops the blocks on the ground. So this is handy because between this and the backpack, especially if you're pulling things from 20 blocks away, you're breaking them, you want them to come right into your inventory. So to do this again, we need one of these, of course. And yeah, so let's make a few more of these. I don't have any more redstone blocks. Okay, let's make some redstone blocks. Redstone essence I have a ton of, and I do have quite a bit of redstone in general. So I've made a bunch of blocks, so that's not a problem. And I can make redstone on demand because of the number of things I have there. So back to mining. So we want to make, let's see, this is Silk Touch. That can be handy. Void Junk, not that worried about that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 maybe total. So let's do it. Let's do 6 here. And I have enough, so 1, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Now, let's start with this can actually be really handy if you're doing tunnels and you run into lava. So and you can toggle these on and off, which is very nice to have. So I can put this one in. In fact, I'm going to take these out for a second, and yeah, so I can hold on to them all and put them in together. And then let's see, this is still charging, which is good. This is the one we want. This is the mining one. So these are definitely going in, and we want these, and these are always on. These can be, this one especially can be toggled on and off. So something to keep in mind. Fortune. Sure, this is lapis and iron. I have lots of both of those, so that's the first one. This is fortune level 2. Now it's gold blocks and lapis blocks, and of course I just ran out of lapis blocks, not lapis itself. So we'll make some blocks. And yeah, let's go back to. Oh, it did it again. Okay. I should actually take that out of the network. Other than the fact I like the fact that I can look at the essence. But yeah, it's doing that again. Let's see. That can be recycled. Those can be put away, and that can definitely be recycled. Okay. Put these two away. I'm trying to keep at least one of all of the seeds that are at the very high status in all 4 of the stats, the attributes, so that, yeah. Anytime I can go ahead and grab one and replant it if I need more essence. So that's the next level up with the gold blocks and the lapis blocks. And then we have diamond and lapis. And there that is. So that is our fortune 3. And again, you can toggle this off and on. If you have silk touch on, you don't have fortune and vice versa, which gets me to silk touch. So we need slime balls and a golden apple. I think we have all of that. Thankfully I found slimes and have that going on. So, which leaves us with, oh, we need to make the upgrade. This can get pricey. So let's make a diamond pickaxe. And then, yeah, because we need a block of diamonds already, so yeah, that's gonna be expensive. And then to go up to 5 by 5, you need a block of netherite and a netherite pickaxe. So I believe I have an upgrade template. Template. Here. Okay, so I think, let's see here. Oh, I need the, where did I put it? I think it's upstairs. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, I need netherite. I have 1 ingot. Let's use an essence. I think it's 8. Yep, there we go. 1 netherite. And since I'm making, let's do that. Okay, so we put, we've got, here's the template. Here's the ingot, and I don't have the, I just used the diamond pickaxe. Okay. All right, here we go. Yes, I got my netherite pickaxe. Thank you so much. And this, no, this one. So a block of netherite, and I still don't think I have, oh, blocks of diamond. And the upgrade. Okay. Let's, no, I do not have blocks of diamond. And a block of netherite. Okay. I should be good to go here. This is why it's nice to have this portable, because I can have a different crafting going on here. Don't know why this is here. Than what's going on in the main one. So yeah, I should have that now. And then the next question is what is that? I made the block. I'm gonna need another netherite pickaxe. Let me put these seeds in here, and so I can do the 7x7. So let's do let's make some more of. Do I need to? No, I don't really need to. Let go. I need one of these. I'm going to need one of these. I need a diamond pickaxe again. And here, and here. Okay, do I have everything I need for that? Yes. Ta-da! Awesome. Okay, so what else haven't I made? I've got all of this. I got this. I have not done the light placer yet, and I haven't done the void. Is that it? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 augments total. I have 8. Yes. So the only thing, yeah, I have 8. So yeah, what I'm missing is void and the light placer. So I have one left. I will make both. So let's do the light placer now. So this takes lanterns. I think I have all of this, but no, I don't. I don't have redstone lamps. Okay, we'll make 2 of those real quick. I do not have any more redstone. Really? I do now. Okay. And there's that. And then I need one more of these to do the void. Obsidian, yes, I have all of that. And there we go. That is every single upgrade. And let's put in, let's see. These toggle back and forth. You only have one on at a time. So let's put on light placer and freeze. Okay. Um, uh, okay. And now I will charge it up. And let me put this away real quick. So let me go to the mining dimension. And so I don't blow a hole in my little tiny base. Yeah, safety first, folks. Okay, so you shift right click so you can modify the size from 1 by 1, which is what the default is, all the way up to 7 by 7. You can I'll have to play around with that. The range you can adjust. So if you are mining right, you want to be close by and delicate with the mining, you can go 1 by 1 and 3 blocks away, and you can be very targeted, or you can do a 7 by 7 20 blocks away and just strip mine through the side of a mountain. Yeah, it's cool sounding too. So yeah, you edit visuals. You can actually change your beam color, and yeah, you can have fun with it if you don't like red, because it's red on the outside and kind of white on the inside, but you can make it whatever laser color you want. Volume, we can actually turn it down a little bit so that we're not getting large lasery sounds. Yeah. So if you want to you want less particles, you just add more of a delay. So yeah, I'm not sure how many we're going to get, but let's test it out and see here. And with this, let's sorry, shift. So light placer is on. You just toggle it like this to get it off. Freezing is on. Here we don't have water or lava, so that's not important to have. Silk touch is true. So if I would hit the grass, it would come up as grass and not as dirt. If you don't want it on, you save power when it's off. Fortune can be put on if silk touch, if you could toggle them back and forth. You can turn them both off, both silk touch and fortune, but you can only have one of the two of them on at a time. Void junk will void your junk. If you want that off and keep it all, you can. Magnet will pull things in, and your efficiency. So let's go with just light placer, magnet, and efficiency, just to see. And we've got it out 20, and we're gonna do, let's go the biggest one, and because we don't really need light right here, so I'm gonna go down a bit, and we're just gonna mine, let's see, let's go here. So that's all the particles you get. You can see them. What can happen is you can jump up because of the distance. You're not actually aiming in the center with such a large block. So you may end up tending to go upwards. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. The light placer, that's your light right there. So if you're wondering what the blue sparkle is, that's the light place. Yes, and So let's take this and go this direction, and I still see a fair amount of particles. So, but there's also, again, we get another light place. If you're doing something where you're just going to strip mine sideways, you can do it this large. You can go smaller. As I said, you can go down to something like a 3x3. There you go. And it's placed the light for you. Again, in the mining dimension here, it's nothing's going to spawn, so you don't really need light. And especially if you have night vision goggles. Now, if I take the goggles off, the light helps, so I can see a little bit better. Otherwise, it would be pretty dark here. But yeah, you get light. And you make nice tunnels. What this is doing is it is bringing everything in and throwing it in here. So I've only found cobblestone and dirt so far. I haven't found anything interesting, but I'm practically at the top here. Yeah, this is a very dark space. You can see how dark it is. That's why I wear the goggles. There, much better. Let's go down a bit. The other thing to note is the more features you have on, the more power it's going to take. So if you don't need everything on, you turn it off, you save power. Because right now my little guy can't keep up, and it's trying to charge. This is a 10 million energy battery, and I think the lowest one is 1, and then you can boost it to, yeah, if there's no battery, it's 1, and then you boost it to 2, and then you get 5, and then you get 10. So yeah, this is going to take a while to charge. So again, anytime you can, it's great to, it's really, really great for making tunnels. And then if you want to dig out the tunnels, you can use your fortune pickaxe. It's also good for getting things if you're in a cave and you want to get the ceiling, especially if you don't have flight, but just looking up and shooting the laser. But let's, since I do have my thing on, we'll take light off, and yeah, let's put on silk touch so I can pull in stone as opposed to, and yeah, do I want, let's do fortune. Let's hope I actually run across something here. Okay, I did. I'm finally running across something, and I'm gonna pick that up. So I picked that up. So let's see what we did get. I have 2 emeralds, which would have been affected by the fortune. And we've got gold and iron I picked up. So here's some redstone. I'm going to see how many pieces are here. There's 4 blocks. And I can see that in the upper left where it says mining 4 blocks. And you can actually see it outlined. So we're going to hit this. And 24. So it's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely doing its job. It's a great tool. Yeah, so it's just going through. Now, if you wanted to switch to, say, 1 by 1, you could literally surgically pulse. Because we have Ultimine in here, I find that it's actually just easier to just select it and hit it with a pickaxe. And yeah, you get experience for the pickaxe. I don't think you get anything for... Well, you should actually get experience for the drill when it hits something. Yeah, and I'm using the 1x1. I didn't switch it. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do wanted to do that. So that's how you play around with it. It's awesome. And yeah, down to pathways. So let's go 3x3. Oh, no, not that. This. Nope. There. I am clicking everything. So if I do this. I'm not sure what it's doing. But I'll take a look and figure that out. So that is your mining gadget. Or our mining gadget. Yeah, it makes mining a lot easier. I'm going to go home. So it's kind of fun to play with anyway. And yeah, we've fully upgraded it. And I think at this point, yeah, did I get the final? I think we'll end on making, yes, I did. And these I'll put back in the box, but let's go ahead and get this going. And I need 1 prosperity seed. There it is. And I need my blue essence, so let me go grab that. At this point I haven't linked this up with storage. Ideally I'd like to just put it in here, but we'll see. I'm not quite sure how I want to handle it yet. Wrong thing. Here it is. Okay, so we want to do... This is the pattern. And you can just click it in. And then we've got this. And then we have our seeds, and there it goes. No, seeds. There. No? Is this not it? Oh, wrong seeds. My bad. It's a critter. That's yeah. Yep. I'm having a day here. It's Solium. Not to be confused with soul dust, which you would think it was soul dust, but it's Solium. To make this, to make those. And then this goes in here. And there we go. So I'll get that planted. And yeah, I should just put that in there. I just put, I did. I just put them. Okay, that's fine. We got it. We'll go plant it. And there. So I'm going to grab the junk out of here. Chicken seeds. Yeah, I had a bunch of just stuff. There's redstone. That shouldn't be in here. Okay, there we go. And again, the fertilizer's doing its job, and it's it may be out of... No, it's still doing okay. It is still doing all right. So that's doing what needs to happen there. And yeah, so I will put this stuff away, and this is the end of the episode. If you do have any questions or comments, please put them down below. And if you did enjoy the episode, which I hope you have, please think about giving me a like. It really helps me out and the channel, and I appreciate that. And subscribe to get alerted to new content as I make it available. This is Cuberized and all the mods 11. Everyone, take care. Catch you at the next one. Cuberized out.